Let's now move on to the final important Excel tool that we're going to explore, which is basically protecting your worksheet and workbooks. Now, protecting your worksheet can be because of many reasons. Maybe if you don't want anyone else to edit the cells in your worksheet and you just want someone to have view of only certain, you want them to only have a read-only view of the sheet. Okay, so we can do that with the help of protecting your worksheet. For example, we have this form over here and I don't want anyone else to do anything on this sheet. It is very easy for me to change the numbers, anything. If I just want to change these details, I can easily do that. As of now, I can do any changes. But what I want is that no one should be able to edit the cells. As of now, I'm able to do it, right? But after I've done the protection, that feature will be disabled. No one will be able to edit the sheet. So what you need to do in order to protect your worksheet is select your worksheet. You need to click on this left hand side corner button, which is basically the integration or the midpoint of your rows as well as columns. So this will select your entire worksheet. You need to go to the review tab, and under the review tab you have the option of protect sheet. As soon as you click on protect sheet, it will ask you for a password. So I'll put in some password over here, and also it gives you an option as to what you all want to allow for the users to do in this sheet. Okay, so once you are done with that, I just need to do is click on OK, and it asks you to re-enter the password. So I like to re-enter the password so that I don't forget it, and I click on OK. Now if I try typing something, now if you try to type in, now if you try to change this, now if you try and edit it, you will get an error message from Excel saying that the cell or the chart you're trying to change is on a protected sheet. To make a change, unprotect the sheet, you might be requested to enter a password. Okay, so once you have protected the sheet, you cannot edit the cells that are given here. So in case if you want that the sheet is being passed on to certain customers or certain people where you don't want them to play around with your data that you have entered, you can always protect your sheet by this manner. So even if they try to do it, they'll get this error message. Okay, if you want to unprotect it, it's quite easy. Just click on OK, and here we have the option of unprotect sheet. Here it will ask you for the password that you had entered, so you need to re-enter the password that you had used while protecting the sheet, the same password, and click on OK. As soon as you do that, check if you can do the changes, and very well you can make or you can edit your work over here now very easily. So this is about protecting or unprotecting. Now there could be a situation where I may not want the user to have access to the worksheet and allow them to edit specific areas. For example, if this is a form, typical form that I am passing on to certain customers, let's say, I want them not to edit some portions, but yes, they should be able to access a few ones, such as the name, city, state, zip. Let's say I want all these cells or fields to be filled up by the customers, but I do not want them to play around with certain formulas that I have, such as the age. This age has formulas which I don't want them to edit. So one example is this, other example is this, which contains a formula and they shouldn't be edited by anyone. Okay, so to do this or to make only certain cells available for edit, there's a two-step process that you need to do. What you need to do is, first, under format cells, we have an option of protection. So under protection, what you need to do is, if you keep it locked, then you will not be able to edit this. So let's click on locked and click on OK. And if you want that you should be able to edit this, what you need to do is, under format cells, you need to unlock it and click on OK. Okay, so you will be able to type in. So this entire sheet, you need to select the entire sheet, right click on it, go to format cells, and under protection, there are various tabs over here. Under protection, you will find that the cells are locked. Okay, so we'll keep it locked, but we don't want to keep certain cells locked. So what you need to do for that is, we need to select those cells that you want to keep unlocked, right click on it, go to format cells, and under protection, for these cells we will keep it unlocked. Okay, so you need to click on unlocked for only these cells which you want them to edit. Once you have clicked or unticked locked, you need to click on OK. Now if you were to go and check the format, you will find that they are unchecked, and this is what we want. Now you can use this unlock feature only when you have protected your sheet. So the next thing that you need to do is protect your sheet. Okay, I'll repeat. The hidden cells and the locked cells get activated only once you protect your sheet. Okay, so now we need to protect our sheet. So now we need to protect the sheet. So what I'm going to do now is protect the sheet with the help of a formula, a password. Okay, again re-enter the password and click on OK. So if I were to edit this, I cannot do this. The cell or chart you're trying to change is on a protected sheet. You cannot do that. Okay, so this is rightly, you cannot change any of this. This will give you an error. But if you want to, for example, type in a name over here. For example, if I type in Tony, I type in the city, I'll be very easily able to do that because those cells are not locked. Okay, so this is how what we saw up till now was protecting the sheet, unprotecting the sheet, protecting the sheet but unlocking a few cells in your sheet that you want to work around, because this is a typical form that we want to be filled from the customers. So these areas should be available to them, but where we have used, let's say, formulas, we don't want that it should be edited. Okay, so this was about protecting your worksheet. Now what we're going to see is protecting your workbook.